Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to show you how to crochet this beautiful regatta style blouse made with elegant pineapple motifs. This blouse is worked using 6 pineapple motifs, 3 motifs on front side and 3 motifs on back side. The blouse has a loose comfortable fit and is perfect for spring and summer wear. This blouse is constructed from pineapple motifs. You can easily increase or decrease the size by adding or removing motif repeats. Start the construction of blouse. For summer blouse, cotton yarn is preferred. You can use any yarn of your choice. For small to medium size blouse, 100 gram of yarn is used. Crochet hook suitable for your yarn, scissors, stitch markers, measuring tape. Let's start with the front and back panels together. This blouse is worked from the bottom upward. Instead of making separate front and back pieces, I am going to crochet both front and back panels together in one piece. For this blouse, I started with 184 chain stitches. The chain length can be adjusted according to your desired size. I have started with 184 chains. To begin row 1, crochet 3 chain stitches. These 3 chains will count as the first double crochet of the row. Now crochet 1 double crochet in each remaining chain across the row. Continue working 1 double crochet in every chain until you reach the end of the foundation chain. After crocheting across the entire row, you will have a total of 184 double crochet. Now let's measure the work. The total length of row is 84 cm. Since this blouse is worked as one piece for both the front and back panels together, the measurement is divided equally 42 cm for front and 42 cm for back panel. At the end of the row 1, I am going to join both ends together to form a round. Take the yarn over your hook and insert the hook into the last chain. Then insert the hook into the first chain of the opposite end. Yarn over and pull through both chains. You will now have 3 loops on your hook and pull through 2 loops. Insert your hook into the second chain and pull through 2 loops. Now insert the hook into the top of the first double crochet. Pull through all the loops on your hook. This joins both ends neatly and creates a continuous round without twisting the work. The body is now joined in the round. Now we will crochet one more round of double crochet stitches. Begin the round by crocheting 3 chain stitch. These 3 chains will count as the first double crochet. Next, crochet 1 double crochet in each stitch around. Continue working 1 double crochet in every stitch until you reach the beginning of the round. At the end of the row, join to the top of the beginning chain 3 with the slip stitch. After completing row 2, place stitch markers to identify the front and back panels. Since the total circumference is divided equally, the first half of the stitches will form the front panel and the remaining half will form the back panel. Count 92 stitches from the beginning of the round and place a stitch marker. This marker indicates the end of the front panel and the beginning of the back panel. To begin row 1 for pineapple motifs, crochet 4 chain stitches, 3 chain stitch for 1 DC, 1 chain for space. Skip 1 stitch. In the next stitch, knit 1 double crochet. 1 chain, 1 double crochet in the every second stitch. Repeat this sequence until you have a total of 6 double crochet stitches with 1 chain space between each double crochet. At the end of this sequence, you will have 6 double crochets, 1 chain space between each double crochet. 1 chain and 2 double crochet in the next 2 stitches to create the fence for pineapple motif. To begin the pineapple section, crochet 3 chain stitches, skip 4 chain stitch and crochet 1 double crochet in the 5th stitch. Then crochet 2 chain and 1 double crochet in the next 5th stitch. Now crochet 5 chain stitches and work 1 double crochet in the same stitch to form a V stitch. Then crochet 2 chain stitches and 1 double crochet in the next 5th stitch. Crochet 3 chain and then crochet 2 double crochet stitches to complete the second fence of the pineapple motif. The foundation of first pineapple motif is now complete. Repeat the foundation of the same pineapple motif pattern 2 more times. After repeating twice more, we will have a total of 3 pineapple motifs for the front panel. After completing the third pineapple motif, we will work on the underarm net section. Work 13 double crochet stitches with 1 chain space between each double crochet. After working 13 double crochet with 1 chain space between each double crochet, crochet 1 chain and then 2 double crochet stitches for the next pineapple fence. This completes the underarm section between the front and the back panel. Now begin the back panel. I am going to crochet 3 pineapple motifs exactly the same way as the front panel. Repeat the pattern until all 3 pineapple motifs of the back panel are complete. After the third pineapple motif of the back panel, crochet 7 double crochet stitches with 1 chain space between each double crochet to complete the first underarm area. Join the round with slip stitch. Row 3 is now complete. At the end of this round, you will have 3 pineapple motifs on the front panel, 3 pineapple motifs on the back panel, and net section forming both underarm areas. This is the row 2 for pineapple pattern. Begin this row by working across the underarm section. Crochet the underarm net pattern exactly as established in the previous row by working double crochet stitches with 1 chain space between each double crochet. Continue till you reach the 2 double crochet fence of the first pineapple motif. To begin the pineapple motif row, crochet 3 chain stitches, work 1 front post double crochet around the first double crochet, then crochet 2 chain stitches. Now work 8 double crochet stitches into the V stitch of the previous row. Then crochet 2 chain stitches and work 1 front post double crochet around the next double crochet. Work 3 chain stitch and then 2 double crochet stitches to form the fence for the next pineapple motif. This is the pattern of the second row of pineapple. Repeat this pattern 2 more times to complete all 3 pineapple motifs of the front panel. After completing the third pineapple motif, work across the underarm section using the same net pattern. Crochet double crochet stitches with 1 chain space between each stitch until you reach the back panel. Work the second row of the pineapple motif exactly the same way as the front panel. After the third pineapple motif, continue working the remaining underarm section using the same net pattern of the double crochet stitches separated by 1 chain spaces. Join the round in the usual way with slip stitch. From this point onward, the underarm section on both sides will be worked exactly the same as in the first row of the pineapple pattern. Always work the underarm areas in the same manner up to the sleeve separation. For row 3 of the pineapple pattern, when you reach the first pineapple motif, after the fence stitches, begin the pattern with 2 chain stitches. Work 1 front post double crochet around the front post double crochet of the previous row. Crochet 1 chain stitch. Now work across the 8 double crochet fan by crocheting 1 double crochet in each stitch with 1 chain space between each double crochet. You will have a total of 8 double crochet stitches separated by 1 chain spaces. After the 8 double crochet, crochet 1 chain, work 1 front post double crochet around the next front post double crochet of the previous row. Then crochet 2 chain stitches, work 2 double crochet stitches to form the fence for the next pineapple motif. Repeat the same pattern in each pineapple motif across the round. For the row 4, when you reach the pineapple motif, begin working after the 2 double crochet fence. Crochet 1 chain stitch, work 1 front post double crochet around the front post double crochet of the previous row. Crochet 3 chain stitches, now work 1 single crochet in the first 1 chain space between the double crochet stitches of the previous row. Crochet 3 chain stitches, and work 1 single crochet in the next 1 chain space. Continue creating arches by crocheting 3 chain and 1 single crochet in the next 1 chain space. Repeat this across the fan section. You will have a total of 6 arches formed with 3 chain stitches and single crochet stitches. After completing the 6th arch, crochet 3 chain stitches, Work one front post double crochet around the next front post double crochet of the previous row. Crochet one chain stitch. You have now reached the next two double crochet fence. Repeat this same pattern for every pineapple motif around the blouse. For row 5, when you reach the fence of the first pineapple motif, crochet one chain stitch. Work one front post double crochet around the front post double crochet of the previous row. Crochet 3 chain stitch. Work one single crochet in the first arch of the previous row. Continue working across the pineapple motif by crocheting 3 chain stitches, 1 single crochet in the next arch. Repeat this pattern across the fan section. In this row, you will have the total of 5 arches. After completing the 5th arch, crochet 3 chain stitches. Work one front post double crochet around the next front post double crochet of the previous row. Crochet 1 chain stitch. You have now reached the next two double crochet fence. Repeat this same pattern for every pineapple motif around the blouse. At the end of the row, each pineapple motif will contain 5 chain 3 arches. This is the row number 6 and I have reached the first pineapple motif fence. Crochet 2 chain stitches. Work one front post double crochet around the front post double crochet of the previous row. Crochet 3 chain stitches. Now work one single crochet in the first arch of the previous row. Continue working across the pineapple motif by crocheting 3 chain stitches, 1 single crochet in the next arch. Repeat this pattern across the motif. In this row, you will have a total of 4 arches. After completing the 4th arch, crochet 3 chain stitches. Work one front post double crochet around the next front post double crochet of the previous row. Then chain 2. We have now reached the next two double crochet fence. Repeat this same pattern for every pineapple motif around the blouse. For row 7, when you reach the two double crochet fence of the first pineapple, then crochet 3 chain stitches. Work one front post double crochet around the front post double crochet of the previous row. Then crochet 3 chain stitches. Now work 1 single crochet in the first arch of the previous row. Continue across the motif by crocheting 3 chain stitches, 1 single crochet in the next arch. Repeat this pattern across the pineapple section. In this row, you will have a total of 3 arches. After completing the third arch, crochet 3 chain stitches and work 1 front post double crochet around the next front post double crochet of the previous row. Crochet 3 chain stitches. You have now reached the next 2 double crochet fence. Repeat this same pattern for every pineapple motif around the blouse. For row 8, when you reach the first pineapple 2 double crochet fence, crochet 4 chain stitches. Work 1 front post double crochet around the front post double crochet of the previous row. Then work 3 chain stitches and 1 single crochet in the first arch of the previous row. Crochet 3 chain stitches and work 1 single crochet in the next arch. In this row you will have total of 2 arches. After completing the second arch, crochet 3 chain stitches, then work 1 front post double crochet around the next front post double crochet of the previous row. Crochet 4 chain stitches. You have now reached the next 2 double crochet fence. Repeat this same pattern for every pineapple motif around the blouse. This is row number 9. When you reach the first pineapple motif, crochet 5 chain stitches. Then work 1 front post double crochet around the front post double crochet of the previous row. Crochet 3 chain stitches. Work 1 single crochet in the first arch of the previous row. Crochet 3 chain stitches and work 1 single crochet in the next arch. In this row you will have only 1 arch. Then crochet 3 chain stitches. Work 1 front post double crochet around the next front post double crochet of the previous row. Crochet 5 chain stitches. Now you have reached the next 2 double crochet fence. Repeat this same pattern for every pineapple motif around the blouse. We are on our row number 10. When you reach the fence of the pineapple, crochet 6 chain stitches. Then work 1 front post double crochet around the front post double crochet of the previous row. Crochet 3 chain stitches. Work 1 single crochet in the center arch of the previous row. Crochet 3 chain stitches. Then work 1 front post double crochet around the next front post double crochet of the previous row. 6 chain stitches. Now you have reached the next 2 double crochet fence. Continue repeating the same pattern for all 6 pineapple motifs around the blouse. At this stage, the pineapple motif is very close to its final shape. You can clearly see the beautiful tapered pineapple design forming between the 2 fence stitches. Look, I have started row number 11. This row serves 2 purposes. It gives the previous pineapple motif its final shape. It creates the baseline for the next pineapple motif that will be formed in the following rows. When you reach the 2 double crochet fence, then crochet 9 chain stitches. Work 2 front post double crochet stitches around the front post double crochet stitches of the previous row. These stitches close the top of the pineapple motif and complete its final shape. Now crochet another 9 chain stitches. You have now reached the next 2 double crochet fence. This completed section will look like a closed pineapple motif with the chain arch on each side, creating the foundation space for the next pineapple motif. Repeat the same pattern for all 6 pineapple motifs around the blouse. At this point, the first set of pineapple motifs has been completed. From now on, we will begin a new pineapple motif by repeating the pattern from row 1 of the pineapple design. The chain spaces created in the previous row will serve as the base for the new pineapple motifs. Simply repeat row 1 through 11 of the pineapple pattern sequence to create another row of pineapple motifs. Continue repeating the pineapple pattern until the blouse reaches the armhole depth or your desired measurement. The pineapple pattern consists of 11 row repeat. So from this point onward, continue repeating row 1 to 11 for the remainder of the body section. With each repeat, the beautiful lace pattern will continue to grow and the blouse will gradually reach the desired length. Remember that underarm section remain unchanged and should always be worked in the established net pattern unless you reach the desired length of the blouse. At this stage, I have completed 2 full pineapple motif repeats and now I am going to measure the length of my blouse. The current length measures 24 cm from the foundation row to the last completed pineapple repeat. For my size, this measurement is enough to reach the armhole depth. You can adjust this measurement according to your desired size. If you need a deeper armhole or a larger blouse, simply continue repeating the pineapple pattern until you reach your required length. My blouse has now reached the armhole level, so in the next step I will separate the front and back panels and begin working them individually. From this point onward, I will no longer work in rounds. Instead, I will work on one panel at a time. I am going to start with the front panel first. The stitch markers clearly indicate where the front panel ends and where the back panel begins. Leave the marked stitch unworked. Join the yarn in the next double crochet stitch. Crochet 3 chain stitches. These 3 chains will count as the first double crochet. Now one more double crochet in the next double crochet stitch. This creates the first decrease at the armhole edge by leaving the marked stitch unworked and by skipping the one chain for space. Continue working across the row by following the corresponding pineapple pattern and net pattern exactly as established. Work all stitches and pineapple motifs as they appear until you reach the last few stitches of the row. The decrease made at the beginning of the row starts shaping the armhole while maintaining the pattern across the front panel. When you reach the end of the row, make the decrease on the opposite side as well. Instead of crocheting a chain space between the last two double crochet stitches, crochet 2 double crochet stitch consecutively without a chain space between them. This creates the second decrease at the end of the row by decreasing one stitch group at the beginning and one stitch group at the end of the row. The armhole is shaped evenly on both sides of the front panel. Since we are not working in rounds, now we are going to work from the wrong side of the blouse. Crochet 3 chain stitches and turn your work. Since the 3 chain count as the first double crochet, crochet 1 double crochet in the next double crochet stitch. Do not crochet a chain space between these two stitches. This creates a decrease at the beginning of the row. Now continue working the net section as usual following the established pattern. When you reach the pineapple motif, remember that we are now working from the wrong side. Therefore, every time a front post double crochet is required, work a back post double crochet instead. From now on, when working on the wrong side, crochet back post double crochet. When working on the right side, crochet front post double crochet. This will keep the raised texture of the pineapple motif looking neat and consistent on the right side of the blouse. Continue working the corresponding pineapple pattern and net sections across the row. When you reach the end of the row, make the decrease on the opposite side as well. You can do this by crocheting double crochet 2 together over the two final stitches. This creates a matching decrease at the end of the row and helps shape the armhole evenly on both sides. Now we are going to work from the right side of the blouse. Crochet 2 chain stitches and turn your work. Work 1 double crochet in the next double crochet stitch without crocheting a chain space between them. This creates another decrease at the beginning of the row. Now continue working across the net section following the established pattern. When you reach the pineapple motifs, work the pattern as usual. Since we are working on the right side in this row, remember to crochet front post double crochet wherever required in the pineapple motif. Continue working across all the motifs and net section until you reach the end of the row. At the end of the row, decrease the opposite side by crocheting DC2 together over the last 2 double crochet stitches. This creates a matching decrease and shapes the armhole evenly on both sides. Continue working in the same manner through row 4 to 10, maintaining the armhole decreases at the beginning and end of each row as established. Now we are working on row 11, which is the final row of the 11 row pineapple repeat. In this row, we will make a slight adjustment to create a little narrowness in the upper part of the blouse. When you reach a pineapple motif, after crocheting the 2 double crochet fans as usual, as we did previously, crochet 8 chain stitches. This small change helps shape the blouse by slightly reducing the width at this level. After the 8 chain stitches, crochet 2 front post double crochet stitches around the corresponding front post stitches of the previous row to close the pineapple motif. Then crochet another 8 chain stitches to reach the next 2 double crochet fans. Repeat the same pattern for every pineapple motif across the row. Continue working this pattern across all pineapple motifs of the panel. We have now reached the final shaping rows of the blouse. Instead of starting another pineapple motif repeat, we will use this row to finish the shoulder area and create a neat upper edge for each pineapple motif. After the 2 double crochet fans, work 4 chain stitches. And 1 double crochet. Repeat this sequence 4 times across the width of the pineapple motif. 4 chain stitch, 1 double crochet, four chain stitch, one double crochet, four chain stitch, 2 double crochet of the fence, repeat this same pattern across all pineapple motif of the panel. This will create decorative open work section while gradually replacing the pineapple pattern as we approach the shoulder area. On both sides of the shoulder section, maintain the 2 double crochet stitches that form the shoulder edge. This is the second last row of the front panel. In this row, we will fill the chain spaces created in the previous row with double crochet stitches to form a solid and neat shoulder section. After crocheting the 2 double crochets fan stitch, work the following pattern. Crochet 3 double crochet stitches in the first 4 chain space. 1 double crochet on the top of the next double crochet stitch, and then 3 double crochet stitches in the next 4 chain space, one double crochet on the top of the next double crochet stitch. Continue in this manner across the entire pineapple section. Repeat this pattern all the way across the row for every pineapple motif. This is the last row of the front panel. In this row we are going to create a neat and solid top edge by working 1 double crochet in every stitch. Start the row and continue crocheting 1 double crochet in each and every stitch across the entire front panel. Once you have completed this row, the front panel is finished. Look, I have done my back panel in the same way. Now we will work on the neckline and shoulder straps. I have placed 2 stitch markers to indicate the neckline section. I have measured and marked the neckline, leaving an opening that is 18 cm wide. Before working the shoulder straps, I am going to tidy the armhole edges. Starting from the front panel and continuing around to the back panel, crochet 1 round of single crochet stitches evenly around the armhole opening. You may work additional rounds if you prefer a wider edging, but for a lightweight summer blouse, 1 round of single crochet is sufficient. After completing the armhole edging, we can begin working on the shoulder straps. Start at the top edge of the shoulder section, join the yarn and crochet 3 chain stitches which count as the first double crochet, then crochet 1 double crochet in each of the next 6 stitches. At the end of the row, you will have a total of 7 double crochet stitches including the turning chain. This forms the beginning of the shoulder strap. For the next row of the shoulder strap, crochet 3 chain stitches which count as the first double crochet. Instead of inserting your hook into the normal top loops of the stitches, work the remaining stitches into the spaces between the double crochet stitches. Crochet 1 double crochet in each space between the double crochet stitches across the row. This technique creates a firmer and more decorative strap texture. Turn your work and continue repeating this row pattern, 3 chain stitches and 1 double crochet in each space between the double crochet stitches. Continue working in this manner until the shoulder strap measures 16 cm long. Once the desired strap length has been reached, place the strap against the corresponding shoulder edge on the back panel. Join the strap to the back shoulder edge using slip stitches, making sure the strap is flat and not twisted. After joining the shoulder seam is complete, the total sleeve opening measured from the front armhole edge to the shoulder edge is now 27 cm. Repeat the same process on the opposite side to create the second shoulder strap. Now we will begin working the bottom lace pattern of the blouse. Join the yarn at the bottom edge and start working around the entire blouse. This row consists of chain arches that will form the foundation for the lace border. When working across the underarm net section, crochet 5 chain stitches, 1 single crochet in every 5th stitch. Repeat this pattern across all underarm net section. Crochet 5 chain and then 1 single crochet in the 5th stitch. Five chain, 1 single crochet, in the 5th stitch. There will be 5 such arches. When you reach the pineapple motif section, the stitch spacing will be slightly different. Across the pineapple motif areas, crochet 5 chain stitches, 1 single crochet in every 4th stitch. Repeat this pattern across all pineapple sections. Continue alternating these stitches counts according to the section you are working on. Work all the way around the bottom edge of the blouse. At the end of the round, join with the slip stitch to the first chain arch. Begin row 2 by crocheting 3 chain stitches, which count as the first double crochet. Work 2 more double crochet stitches in the same stitch. You now have a 3 double crochet group. Crochet 3 chain stitches. Skip the first arch of the previous row. Work 1 single crochet in the next arch. Then crochet 1 chain stitch. In the next arch, work 11 double crochet stitches. One chain stitch. Work 1 single crochet in the next arch. Crochet 3 chain stitches. Skip the next arch. Now work 3 double crochet stitches in the single crochet stitch located between the 2 arches of the previous row. This completes one pattern repeat. Continue repeating the following sequence all the way around the blouse. Repeat this pattern across the entire round. At the end of the row, join with slip stitch to the top of the beginning chain 3. Row 2 of the bottom lace border is now complete and the beautiful shell pattern of the lace edging has begun to form. Begin row 3 by crocheting 1 chain stitch. Work 2 single crochets over the top of 3 double crochet group from the previous row. Crochet 1 chain stitch. Now move to the 11 double crochet fan. Work 1 double crochet in each double crochet stitch of the fan, crocheting 1 chain stitch between every double crochet. Continue across the fan section until all 11 double crochet stitches have been worked with 1 chain space between each stitch. After completing the fan, crochet 1 chain stitch. Work 3 single crochet stitches over the top of the next 3 double crochet group from the previous row. This complete one pattern repeat. Repeat the following sequence all the way around the blouse. Continue repeating this pattern around the entire bottom edge. At the end of the round, join with slip stitch to the first single crochet. Row 3 is now complete and the lace border is beginning to open beautifully with the chain spaces between the fan stitches. Begin row 4 by crocheting 1 chain stitch. Work 1 single crochet in the middle stitch of the 3 single crochet group from the previous row. Crochet 1 chain stitch. Now move to the fan section. In the first 1 chain space between 2 double crochet stitches of the previous row, crochet, double crochet 3 together. Then close the cluster. Crochet 3 chain stitches and join with the slip stitch to the first chain to form a picot. Crochet 1 chain. Move to the next 1 chain space between 2 double crochet stitches and again work DC3 together. Close the cluster. 3 chain picot. And then crochet 1 chain stitch. Continue repeating this pattern across the entire fan. On one fan you will have 10 DC 3 together clusters and 9 picot between the clusters. These cluster and picots create the beautiful decorative lace edging. After completing the last DC3 together cluster of the fan, crochet 1 chain stitch. Work 1 single crochet in the center stitch of the 3 single crochet group from the previous row. This complete one pattern repeat. Repeat the same sequence around the entire bottom edge. Continue all the way around the blouse. At the end of the round, join with slip stitch to the first single crochet. Row 4 is now complete and the bottom lace border has a delicate picot edging that gives a blouse a beautiful and elegant finish. This is how I made this beautiful regatta style summer blouse with pineapple motifs. The blouse features 3 pineapple motif panel on the front and 3 pineapple motif panel on the back, delicate shoulder straps and beautiful lace border that gives it a light and elegant summer look. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial and found the instructions easy to follow. Feel free to customize the size by adding more pineapples repeats for extra length or width according to your requirements. Thank you so much for crocheting along with me. If you enjoyed this tutorial, please don't forget to like this video, share it with your crochet friends, subscribe to my channel for more crochet pattern and tutorials. Turn on the notification bell so you never miss a new video. Thank you for watching and happy crocheting. See you in my next crochet tutorial.